I knew what he knew he had to do going in. They would have done it to him. You know, it's one of those deals that when it comes down to winning a race and you're in that position and you're hungry, you do what it takes, and that's what I told him all his life.
NASCAR fans, if you thought the Cookout 400 at Richmond Raceway was just another race, think again. This one had it all. Crashes, controversy, and a finish that left everyone's jaw on the floor. We're talking about Austin Dillon going all in to snag a playoff spot, Joey Logano throwing a tantrum on pit road, and Denny Hamlin questioning if NASCAR's gonna step up and lay down the law. It was absolute mayhem out there, folks, and we're here to dig into the aftermath. NASCAR popular Dale Earnhardt Jr. in his podcast spoke about possible penalties for Dillon as well as Logano. Joey Logano's got his foot to the floor, and NASCAR officials are not happy. Now, with all the drama and potential penalties on the horizon, we've got some big questions. Did Dillon do what he had to do, or did he cross the line? And should NASCAR let Logano off the hook, or is a major penalty coming his way? We want to hear from you. Where do you stand on this Richmond showdown? Let's dive into the drama, break down the potential penalties, and get your take on what's next for these drivers. You won't want to miss this. Richard Childress Racing. Number 3 driver Austin Dillon was leading the race with just a couple of laps to go. He's had a season from hell, folks. And this win is basically his golden ticket to the playoffs. But it ain't that simple, right? NASCAR throws caution, setting us up for a green-white-checkered finish. Because why end a race clean when you can end it with a bang, right? Dillon's out there trying to keep his lead, but Joey Logano's all over him like a rash. We're talking elbows out, no mercy racing. Logano slips by, and then, bam! Dillon goes full send into the corner, spinning Logano like a top. And just when you think it's over, here comes Denny Hamlin. Smooth as you like, only to get hooked into the wall by Dillon. It's carnage, but Dillon crosses the line first. Now Logano is not happy with any of it. The dude's fuming, calling Dillon a piece of crap and saying he's sucked his whole career. But it doesn't stop there. Joey takes it a step further. Rips his tires on pit road near a whole bunch of people, including NASCAR officials. Not the smartest move, right? Be in the fast lane by subscribing to our channel. Stay updated on all the latest NASCAR news and driver stories. Don't forget to like and share this video with fellow racing fans. Now, let's talk about the hottest topic, penalties. Because you know NASCAR isn't just gonna let this slide, right? Dale Earnhardt Jr. is out here giving us the lowdown. He's saying there's 3 main things NASCAR is going to be looking at. Dillon for wrecking Logano and Hamlin, Dillon's spotter for telling him to wreck him over the radio, and Logano for his pit road antics. But Jr.'s got a hot take. He reckons Dillon might just get off the hook, at least on the wrecking side of things.
Honestly, I don't think I would be surprised if Austin gets penalized for anything. Even though absolutely you could say he right hooked the 11. There's other instances with right hooks. That should be the same for Austin, right? I mean, you could absolutely, I would not argue that at all, right hooking the 11 to other situations where drivers got turned into the wall. You're ultimately steering the race car. I think Joey's going to get a big deal, big penalty from the pit road stuff. He pissed off. So if you watch the in-car footage of Joey come down pit road, you know, there's people that are crossing pit road, which that's a problem in itself. But there are, you know, with the officials, they're jumping out of the way. Joey's come down pit road out of control. And when Joey finally comes to a stop, you got an official about to chew. I was like, hey, I like that guy. I like the officials to be that way. That was a 2004 official. That guy was coming to give him a piece of his mind, and rightfully so. And Joey will get a penalty for what he did there.
Yeah, you heard that right. Dale Jr. thinks Dillon might escape a penalty, even though it's pretty clear he right-hooked Hamlin. Why? Because NASCAR's been super lenient about this kind of stuff lately. But Logano? Oh, he's definitely getting slapped with something. Dale Jr. says Logano's pit road stunt is a big deal, so expect a fine or something hefty to come his way. But here's the real kicker, the spotter audio.
Keep coming down, run him down, back in, come on, back in! Oh yes, Ray, we're the winner. Pop's proud of you, bud.
Man, I am so proud of you, dude.
Dillon's spotter literally told him to wreck him. Like, that's straight up asking for trouble. Dale Jr.'s like, yeah, NASCAR's got to come down hard on that.
The spotter chatter. The video on the internet, on social media, is not perfectly synced. It's just a tick off, but still, you do hear the guy, he says wrecking. Now, the second one could be heck yeah, I can't really tell, but the first one is definitely wrecking. That's you know, That's trouble. NASCAR will react to RCR in some way, shape, or form because of the spotter audio, and they should, for giving directives and instructions like this. You know, crew chiefs, spotters should always get in trouble when they're telling their driver to do something nefarious on the racetrack, such as wrecking another opponent. So I expect I'll be disappointed if something doesn't happen in that realm. You can't have spotters out of control, and that's out of control. That's too far.
And he's right. You can't have spotters out here playing puppet master and telling drivers to crash each other. That's crossing a line. And if NASCAR doesn't handle it, they're just asking for chaos. And then there's Denny Hamlin. He's calling on NASCAR to lay down the law.
Like, at some point, you are the sanctioning body. You are the big boys in the room. Sometimes you have to make the right call, even if it's a tough call. In a major sport, because we like to put ourselves in an upper echelon of sports in the world, you have officiating for a reason. I just don't know why we've allowed it to get this bad over time. You have a responsibility as a sanctioning body to set an example not only for your competitors, but the people that are coming up through the ranks to say, this is how we professionally race. This is how racing goes. If this is not over the line, what is over the line? But he did not try to make a corner. He just drove until he wrecked him.
And honestly, he's got a point. If they don't do something, it's an open season on wrecking folks for a win. Everyone's just gonna start playing bumper cars out there. So what's gonna happen? NASCAR's probably gonna hit Logano with a penalty for the pit road stunt, maybe a big fine, and Dillon's spotter? Yeah, he's gonna be in the hot seat for sure. As for Dillon himself, that's the million-dollar question. Will NASCAR take away his win? Honestly, it's a long shot, but it could happen. So what's the verdict? Let's be real. This is NASCAR. The officials have finally ruled out on Wednesday penalties for number 3 team and Austin Dillon's win at Richmond Raceway, along with the stunt pulled by Joey Logano. Dillon's penalty was the most severe of a handful of those issued after the race, which was decided by a chaotic last lap of overtime. Elton Sawyer, NASCAR Senior Vice President of Competition, indicated that the penalties stemmed from the total chain of events through turns 3 and 4 on the final lap.
25-point deduction for the driver and the owner of the 3 car, as well as that win not allowing them to be eligible for the playoffs, as well as a 3-race suspension for the spotter. For Joey Logano's actions on pit road, there'll be a $50,000 fine for that. All the purse, he'll be credited for the win, gets to keep the trophy. He's just not eligible for the playoffs. Yeah, I think in all due respect to the appeal process, we looked at this in the totality of everything that happened. So as we looked through all of that data, we came to the conclusion that a line had been crossed on good, hard racing. Contact has been acceptable. We felt like in this case that the line was crossed. Again, our sport has been based on strong emotions. It's been based off, win and you're in. But anything that we feel like from a sanctioning body that has crossed the line from a standpoint that compromises the integrity of our playoff format as well as our championship, we are going to get involved.
This means the number 3 team were docked 25 points in both the drivers' and owners' standings, dropping Dillon from 26th to 31st in the former rankings. In a statement posted to social media, Richard Childress Racing announced it plans to appeal the penalties levied to Dillon and the number 3 team. Meanwhile, representatives from Team Penske said that Logano accepts his penalty and will not plan to appeal. And man, the fans are split right down the middle on this one. Some folks are like, hell yeah, Dillon did what he had to do, while others are straight up calling him dirty. But that's what makes this sport so damn exciting, right? You never know what's gonna happen or how people are gonna react. So, what do you think? Did Dillon cross the line? Or was it just good old hard racing? And what about Logano? Was his pit road stunt just frustration boiling over? Or should he have kept it in check? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion rolling. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more interesting stories and updates from everything NASCAR. Do share this video with your friends. Until next time, keep the conversation going on, lucky doggone track.